editing this video, before I send it, I just wanted to say that I don't completely assemble it at the end, but I think I touched on all the highlights throughout the video, and so you get the gist of it. And I hope you like the video. If you do, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. What's up, guys? It's another nice day here in the Midwest. So what I got here is a turn signal switch for I got this off Rock Auto, and it's supposed to work for this 82 Ram D150. We'll see. Now that I got it in my hands, it says 91 to 83 with a tilt wheel. It does have a tilt wheel, but we're gonna check it out, see if it works. All right, I don't have a lapel mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me talk. Anyways, with any kind of electrical work, you will always disconnect the power, so I'm gonna pop the negative cable off the battery. That's that. So first thing, we gotta take this pad off here. Alright. Oh, gotta take this off too. Anyways, this is the spring that holds the whole assembly together. And this is all keywayed, so it only goes on one way, and it's got this notch here for the horn ring. And here's your horn ring. I don't know what the technical term is for it. I don't know if the camera overheated or what, but all I did was take the flasher knob off down here on the side, and then took these there's 3 of these black screws holding the turn signal switch in, and then disconnected the turn signal lever. Now the fun part is I'm going to have to crawl underneath and disconnect the wires and try to fish them through. We'll see if there's any let's just see if there's any slack, so I can pull it out of here just a little bit even. So here's that spring. It's like a valve spring or something. Pretty heavy duty spring. Looks like it's pretty taut. There we go. I'm hoping I can just fish it through. I don't know, I had to take this collar off on the other car. I might have to do that on this too. Really don't want to. It looks like there's quite a bit to dissect there. Alright, under the dash I go. These are 2 totally different plugs, and I'm going to have to take this plug off and use it on this new switch. It has these square connectors here, and the old switch has these round Molex connectors. So rather than to splice, and so like, one thing, I'm not an electrician, but I do know that the more splices you have in a wire, the more resistance you create, and resistance creates heat, and that's how you burn things up. So I'm going to try to do this the right way, and so I ordered these Molex connectors. Okay, they come in a strip. There's a female, so I got 20 of each or I'm sorry, 40 of each in this package. This package cost me $8. So, and I don't do enough of these connections to be an expert at it, so I always like do a couple practice crimps to make sure that it's going to be good before I do the actual thing I'm trying to repair. I think I might have made a video years ago about making connections on Mopar. I don't know. I was doing the wiring harness on the dash on this car, and I had to repair some connections, and I wanted them to be stock. So what I did was I bought this kit here, and it's basically got every kind of die in it that I need to do different kinds of connections. You can see here, I don't know if you could like pause and zoom in on it. I got me a nice little mess going here on the hood, but I got all these old square ones cut off. All the new Molex connectors, the round ones, installed. See, they're nice crimps. Okay. Alright, I got a little bit sticking up here. I'll just cut that off real quick. Alright. I think that's good enough to get me going. But now they look identical, except for one looks a lot newer and one looks a lot older, and different colors. The back side, which is kind of nice, they made it clear so that way you can see if your connections are getting corroded and stuff. This one's black, so you can't really see what's going on there. I guess I could repair this, or a guy could repair it and make it work again, but why not replace it? And these just snap in, and these little ears on the side are what hold it into the connector. And once it's in there, you can hear it click, and everything is there's nothing exposed, everything's inside. And then so what I'm just going to do is put them all in there according to the ribbon. I call it a ribbon. I don't know if it's just a molded harness, what you want to call it, but just going to stick them all in there, and you can see if you can hear it click. Okay, so right here I already have my first issue, and that's those remember that I was telling you about those ears when you cut it off the chain. So I'm going to have to just trim it a little bit more, because it will not insert into the connector. So, not a big deal. Try that. There we go. You hear it click. So that's like I said, it's kind of important to get them trim flush. You just don't want to trim them too much. This one I might have, no, that one will work. Okay, so I got it in there. And then you can just kind of give it a tug to make sure that they're fully seated in there. Down through the the rest of it. Much easier that way than trying to fight that connector. Now I can just hook these all back into the connector. Same as before, make sure your white is on the triangle or pointer part of it, and then just work your way down. Install this back on. Now there's a pin right here that slides over the hole, and that's kind of what lines everything up. There you go. Let's pull this through. Alright, so this black flasher goes to the corner here. So I'm not going to put it in yet because I got to put my lock cylinder in. Find that real quick. Right here. Well, like I said before, you have to have the key in. So yeah, basically unlock it, and then that depresses this yellow tab here when the key's out. And that tab locks it in, so you can't get it out unless you have the key. I suppose you could break it, but so now it depresses. And then this tab right here is what holds it into the column. Okay, now it's locked in. I can take my key out. Now this collar was held on by these torque screws. That should be plenty tight. Wind's picking up. There's the garbage guy. Okay. So now I'm gonna line this up here. This black piece goes into this corner here. That's for the flasher. There we go. Alright, got the lever on. Seems to work mechanically. I'm going to reassemble my connector here. If you want, you can put the original part tag on it so it doesn't look like it's been messed with. I'm going to put our holder back in. I can see why they switched over this. This is a lot easier to deal with. Okay. And this other random harness is this is for your cruise control. Alright. So that's that. We got to put our flasher knob on. it goes this way, and it's got a little notch in it, so, and it lines up, so you can't put it on wrong. I guess you could, but it's kind of self-explanatory how it goes. Maybe get a smaller bit for this one.